This lens is amazing, it's sharp, it's crystal clear, the bokeh that you get from it is amazing, but I do have one small tiff compared to the rest of the line with this lens. Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Drew Williams and I'm a cinematographer based in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I am back with another Sirui anamorphic lens review, this time from the Venus line with the 135mm t2.9 anamorphic lens. I always try to briefly explain why anamorphics versus standard regular lenses, and it's simply because using an anamorphic lens helps to capture more horizontal information without compromising height. This front element compresses the longer dimension image, which allows it to fit into your sensor. When you de-squeeze this in post-production, you get a very nice Cinemascope aspect ratio. Since we have a longer focal length here at 135mm, the depth of field is nice and shallow and one of my favorite parts of shooting with this lens. Of course, this lens, along with the rest of the Venus lens line, has a very solid build quality. It features an 82mm filter thread and a quarter threaded bracket for extra support. Both the aperture and focus ring are both extremely responsive and smooth, and the aperture ring goes from t2.9 up to t16. It has a minimum focus distance of about 3 feet, which is 0.9 meters. The entire kit is a 1.6 times squeeze factor besides this 135mm that we're talking about today. This kind of bugs me a little bit because I would imagine that while on set you would be using this entire kit. The 35, the 50, the 75, the 100, and now the 135mm. With a de-squeeze factor of 1.6 with the rest of these lenses and a de-squeeze factor on this 135 of 1.8, you are going to get different aspect ratios in a different Cinemascope. My only workaround that I have found in post is de-squeezing all the other lenses to 1.6, de-squeezing this lens to 1.8, and then cropping in and scaling into a 1.6 or a 2.8 to 1 Cinemascope aspect ratio. Therefore, you're cropping and scaling this lens specifically to match the other parts of the kit lens in your sequence. So that means if you're on a native 16:9 sensor and you're shooting 3840 by 2160 and you want to finish at a 2.8 to 1 Cinemascope aspect ratio, you're losing almost 12% of your image. Other than this issue, the lens is tack sharp and beautiful to the eye. The Venus anamorphic lens line is an amazing option if you're on a budget. With any Sirui anamorphic lens, you're going to get that soft oval bokeh, those amazing blue lens flares that really adds a strong cinematic feeling to the video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the section below. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you'd like. I appreciate your time and we will see you in the next review video.